Hey everyone, my name is Arturia, also known as the Coily Academic. I'm a blurred with a love for beauty. So welcome back to my channel. So I decided to cut a significant amount of hair off this month. So as detailed in my hair journey video, I'm going to link that in the eye right here. I mentioned that I've been pretty much natural my whole life, but I didn't start really caring about my hair until 2013. I didn't really have my first trim until 2015. So that was a really long time to not have a thorough trim. So anyone who knows anything about split ends, if you don't get it at the source, it'll just keep traveling up and up and up. And I think that since I didn't have my first trim until 2015, I compromised my hair a lot because that I just allowed for the split ends to just keep going up the hair shaft. So I think that I just had to do the big cut for many reasons. One, because like I mentioned, I think that I never really gave myself a good enough cut, allowing for the split end issue. So I was getting a lot of single strand knots, and I think I was just getting a lot of single strand knots on those weak points of my hair where it had already split. So you'd see like hair that was split off and like single strand knots. So even though my hair looked thick and full and healthy, I was just starting to get more and more single strand knots, and anyone who gets single strand knots knows how frustrating it can be, and how like obsessive you can get, because every time you like touch your hair, you just feel them. They're just gross. You just want to cut them off. There's like no way to unknot it because they're literally fairy knots. So I was getting frustrated with that, and I was just getting really frustrated with that. So I decided I was just going to just go ahead and cut it off. When I did the cut, I cut about half of my length. So I'm going to post a picture right here, but it was like here. It's like here now, wet, and stretched. I'm going to put a picture of my length check. It is just touching bra strap length. So I thought it would be the perfect time to really focus on hair growth, hair like length retention, and having a healthy hair care routine, more so than focusing on the look of my hair. So I have broken this video up into two parts. The first one is how I plan to grow my hair, and the second one is how I plan to retain my length. And yeah, if that interests you, and you want to join the journey with me, then just keep on watching. So first, we're going to talk about what I want to do or incorporate to encourage faster hair growth. So hair growth pertains to the hair that is growing out of your scalp. So healthy scalp care and what you're doing internally to promote growth. Everybody grows hair at probably around a rate of ½ inch to 1 inch a month, depending on you. But everyone's hair usually grows at that rate unless you do have some vitamin deficiencies, or you're taking medication, or you have like certain ailments. But everyone's hair grows at that rate, give or take. It might grow more or less depending on genetics, but everyone's hair should be growing every month. But I am going to incorporate a couple things to kind of aid that process, and maybe grow it a little bit more each month. I'm not expecting to grow like 3 inches a month or something wild. I'm not about to do like the inversion method, something crazy to grow my hair overnight. But these are things I am going to incorporate to encourage a little bit more a month. You know, maybe like ½ of an inch more or something, or just to encourage the process. Again, I'm not looking for some type of miracle worker. But the first thing is things that are internal. Like I said, I have been taking hair, skin, and nail vitamins for the past 3 weeks. I am taking Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nail gummies, which looks like this. I'm taking it in the strawberry flavor. I've taken these in the past. I didn't have any adverse effect, so I just went back to this. So far, my nails are growing at a really fast rate. Usually, it affects your nails more than, and it affects your nails and your skin faster than anything else. As far as skin, I'm not breaking out or anything, and my skin has been pretty youthful and glowy, and I think that's just because there's added vitamin E in this. The three main ingredients are vitamin E, which again contributes to to nail health and skin health, as well as some hair health. Biotin, which we all know for hair growth, and then vitamin C, which is very important for absorption of other vitamins. So these are the primary ones. I wanted to start off with something affordable, document my use of this for 6 months, and then decide if I wanted to invest in another one, like the Curlsmith one. I really have my eye on that, but it's like $30, where this is only like $6.99 for a 1 month supply. You get what you pay for, but like I said, I'm just going to incorporate these for 6 months and go from there. If I start getting adverse effects before the 6 months, heck yeah, I'm going to stop taking them. And I will get on here and update you guys on why I stopped taking them. But for now, I take them in the morning with breakfast. You take 2 a day. And I try to drink a lot of water anyway. Before I move on, I do want to say don't double dip. So if you're taking a multivitamin and it's already got biotin and it's already got the other vitamins in it, do not take a multivitamin hair, skin, and nail vitamin. These like multivitamins and hair, skin, and nail vitamins already have like more vitamin than you need necessarily, so you don't want to take 2 of the same thing. That's counterproductive, and some vitamins you don't need to take in too much excess. So if you're already taking a multivitamin, look at the back of it, decide if you want to just stick with that or decide if you want to just primarily stick to hair, skin, and nail vitamins. If the rest of your nutrition, the rest of your diet is really, really good and you think you can just opt for this, then do that. If you're low in a lot of other things, then just stick to the multivitamin and make sure it's got biotin, collagen, vitamin E, and stuff like that in it, and you should be fine. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer / warning, because I don't want y'all to be taking like 2-3 vitamins that all have the same stuff in it. So yeah, anyways, so along with this, I am trying to drink enough water. Water is vital for your entire body, your organs, all the different systems in your body. Your skin will definitely thank you if you're drinking enough water, and your hair. So rule of thumb is to drink at least half of your body weight in ounces. So like someone who's 100 pounds in theory would want to drink at least 50 ounces of water. So you just see how many glasses of water that is. So I'm starting with that. And once I work my way up to that and with no problems, I'm going to try to drink a gallon of water a day and see if I can keep that up. But for right now, I'm just holding myself to drinking half my body weight in ounces a day. Lastly, as far as diet, I am ovo-vegetarian, meaning that I get my protein from eggs. Eggs are a great source of biotin and B12, which also aids in hair growth. So during the weekdays, I eat my eggs with dinner. So I'll make rice, veggies, and then I'll boil 2 eggs and eat that, put a little sauce on it, and I'm good to go. During the weekends, I get my eggs in the morning. So I make like 2 or 3 eggs, either through an omelet or through boiled eggs, and that's that. I also am trying to incorporate a lot of vegetables that are great for hair growth. Broccoli is one, given that it is high in biotin naturally, as well as protein. So yeah, the last thing that I'm doing for hair growth is an external thing, which are scalp massages with my Ayurvedic hair growth oil. So I showed this in my how-to video of me making the oil. So yeah, this is just the applicator bottle that I apply it to, and this is the infused oil. The herbs in this are good for 2 to 3 months. You just keep topping it off with oil. Once the 2 to 3 months is up, I will just strain the remaining oil in this container in some applicator bottles, use those up, and then start the process all over again. So for anyone who's new here, you want to stimulate your scalp because it stimulates the blood flow to the top of your head and encourages hair growth. So what I'm doing is massaging my whole head every other day. So from here back, I massage it every other day. But for my edges, since it is one of my weaker points or one of my problem areas, I apply this oil to the hairline every single night and gently massage that area. And I will keep doing that until I'm happy with my results. I'm already seeing it like sprouting, I'm seeing it thicken up, but once I get it to the point where I'm really, really happy with it, then I will stop doing that, and then I'll just I'll just treat this as I treat the rest of my head and do it every other day. Okay, so moving on to length retention. So length retention is really, really important because, like I said, everyone grows about a half an inch to 1 inch every single month. But oftentimes our issue is not growing our hair, it is retaining the length. So your hair could be growing, but it keeps breaking off. Once it gets to your shoulders, it's rubbing on the material, it's knotting up, you're having to trim it more, it's breaking off. And so length retention is important to have in conjunction with hair growth because that's the only way you're going to see results. So the first most obvious thing that I'm doing now is protective styling. So for the next 6 months, I am doing 2-strand twists and protective styling. This is not to say I'm never going to do a wash and go, but I really want to pinpoint the reason I'm getting single strand knots. And so I'm just going to do the 2-strand twist thing until the 6 months is up, see if that really makes a difference in the feel of my ends and everything, and go from there. I am double protective styling, so I'm twisting my hair up, and then I am putting it in buns this week. Next week it might just be one bun back. Either way, I'm tucking the ends in conjunction to twisting my hair just to make sure it's not raveling on itself. So yeah, the next thing is I want to become a more nuts and berries or DIY gal, incorporate more recipes, more DIYs, really get into the science of hair care, and make my own products. And hopefully eventually I will not have to rely on store-bought products. Now, does that mean that I'm never using store-bought products? No. As you saw from my last video, which was the Honey's Handmade haul, I'm going to continue to use products that I trust. Yeah, especially now I'm trying to use up my stash. So when I do my twists, I like to do the LCO method. So my leave-in and the cream are products that I already have on hand. Eventually I want to transition to using like flaxseed, shea butter, aloe, and like not using store-bought products at all. But for right now, given my budget, I am just going with the products that I have. But for right now, I am incorporating glosses. So with a gloss, you incorporate your favorite moisturizing deep conditioner, a humectant, so for me I like honey, and a powder of your choice. So different ones or options are henna, which is a protein treatment, so you don't want to do it too often, and it could change your hair color, so be aware of that. Cassia, which is also an alternative to henna, so it's also really protein rich. Amla, which I do have in my stash, which is great for hair fall and strengthening of the hair. Fenugreek, hibiscus, which is also great for hair fall and conditioning. Brinraj, the list goes on and on. The plan is to slowly start incorporating that into my stash. The first two I bought were Amla and hibiscus, just because Amla seems to be one that a lot of naturals swear by. It's pretty easily accessible. Same with hibiscus. I just wanted to go with the more easy, more safer ones before I work my way up to things like henna. So each week I'm incorporating either one or both of these into a gloss with my deep conditioner, with my honey, really to make sure I'm strengthening and moisturizing the strands so they're not breaking off, so I can retain length. And with that, I also want to make sure I'm clarifying my hair. So I also want to get into, there's clays. The most obvious is bentonite clay, but I will get into like Rasul and other clays over time. So yeah, that is everything that I want to share with you guys. Everything besides the DIYs are going to stay consistent. So, you know, the vitamins, my diet, the scalp massages, water intake. However, with DIYs, I may start adding, again, some more recipes to my arsenal or patterns to my arsenal within the next few months. Probably around October, I'll probably start picking that up again. But as I start incorporating it, I will like document my DIYs so I'm being transparent with you. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite DIY recipes are. Comment down below what your hair growth goals are. Let me know if you'd be interested in documenting this with me. Maybe we could do like a group of some kind or support group of some kind. And also let me know if you want me to check in every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, or if you're fine with just waiting until the 6-month mark. That's totally fine too. So I will see all of you wonderful people in the next one.